All right, let's just get beginning. So, hello and welcome. First of all, my name is Guy Friswell here on the west coast of Canada. And I'm retired and offer yoga classes here both in person and online. And tend to offer a slow flow sort of therapeutic focused practice through all of my various offerings. Just a note that all of the classes are done by donation or what's called dana, and those donations support me in these offerings and also support the platform and others that are coming online here to do yoga, some more fortunate than others. I'll do a little bit of a technical test towards the end of the class. I do have a remote microphone that I've been trying to get to work, but hopefully the sound quality is good enough, at least for today's practice. We'll start our practice, please, standing on your mat. So come to your mat and standing up, please. And as you come to a standing place, keep your feet a little bit separated, kind of shiggle, shake in the spot, give yourself a little bit of heaviness into your feet and a little looseness through your body. Take a great big inhale and a long exhale and sigh. And welcome once again to your yoga practice. Really delightful to have you here today. From this place, let's begin to really ground ourselves in. So shift the weight from foot to foot. Feel your toes spreading out, your heels nicely rooted in. And indeed, come up on your toes a little bit and then boom, drop your heels down. A couple times like this, just beginning to ground ourselves, boom, into the ground. A few times like this, give it a little shake. And then stabilize yourself. Have a little soft bend in your knees. And slowly begin to bring in an awareness into your feet, your calves, your upper thighs, your hips. Feeling nicely rooted yet tall without being rigid. And feeling yourself rising up out of your pelvis, a nice lift through the heart, through your upper back, nice and tall through your spine, all the way up to the top of your head, finding the full length of your body, embodying yourself from foot to head. Now similarly, feeling your width, feeling the width of your hips, the width of your shoulders, broadening yourself in all directions. Front to back as well, feel your back, feel your front. Feel nice and spacious here. And feel that gentle rise and fall of your own breath, inhabiting the full interior space that you're noticing. Lovely. And lastly, place a hand on your lower abdomen, maybe your thumb in your belly button, maybe the other hand on top. And connect with what you really care about today. What do you care about today? And feeling into that and using that to guide you to act as your intention as you practice today. Practicing towards that which you care. And then from this place, release your hands. Take a nice big inhale, hands up. And exhale, wash your hands down. Let's just release any residual energy. As you inhale, hands halfway up. Inhale fully overhead, so that's 2 inhales. And then exhale, swoop your hands whoosh like that. So a couple times, inhale again. And exhale again. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time. And then inhale all the way up and exhale, wash your hands all the way back down. Nicely done. Go side to side now. Starting to wake up our spine a little bit. A gentle movement through the upper torso, arms nice and lazy here. Just letting things move and open. Maybe a little tap of your shoulder, your kidney as you go side to side. Nice. And then slow that down. Nicely woken up here. Give it a shiggle, a shake, as I like to say. And then from this place, movements of our spine. Inhale, hands up overhead. Interlace your fingers. Point your index fingers. Your elbows could be bent or arms could be straight. Either works. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend over to the right as your hips go left. A little bit of an extension through the left side of your body. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go over. Trying to reach to the upper left. Nice extension through the right side. Again, inhale up. Exhale over. Hips swaying a bit. Inhale up. Exhale over. And one more time. Inhale. Exhale. You can do different things with your hands if you like. Inhale and exhale. Moving into a twist. Inhale, come up. Exhale, send your arms nice and wide. Palms face up. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale, hands up. Looks like maybe C2 join, hopefully. Exhale, look to the left. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, twist right. Palms face up. Keep that right hip slightly forwards. We're trying to twist the spine. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist left. Oh, wake up those shoulders. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, right. Palms face up. Inhale, up. And exhale, left. And now, inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, hands behind your head. Fingers interlaced. Inhale to look up. And exhale, just tuck your chin and round your upper back. Just taking a little upper body roll. Inhale, open your heart, look up. Exhale, elbows close as you roll your upper back down. One more time. Inhale to open up those elbows, look up. Exhale to roll down. Good. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, release your hands back down to the sides of your body. Now get your feet about hip width apart here, so inner lines of your feet parallel to one another. And as you inhale, swoop your hands forwards and sit down into the chair. You could have your weight moving forwards or back. Traditionally, we have weight towards the heels, but there's nothing wrong with having your knees slightly beyond your ankles. Kind of depends on what you're working on today and where you need to find a little bit of strength or openness. Find a sense of ease and calmness. Fold your arms in, hold on to your forearms, and try to pull your elbows apart, activating your upper torso, your upper arms here, waking everything up, nice and active through your gluteal muscles. And then as you inhale, stand up, hands up. As you exhale, bring your hands down to the sides of your body again. Challenging our balance right from the get-go. Lean a little bit into your left leg, left knee a little bent. Take your right ankle on top of your left knee. No, if you need to hold on to a chair or a wall or something, that's fine. Sit into it a little bit. Right toes flex back towards you. Palms face forwards and maybe even tip forwards a little bit, offering a bit more compression into your hips. Find that rootedness into your left foot. Breathe nice and calmly and slowly. And to transition, inhale, hands up, foot down. Exhale, hands down, sides of your body. Again, other side, little bend in your right knee. Find that rooted quality in your right foot. Left ankle on top of the right knee. Left toes flexed back a little bit. Sit into it. Take your hands back, chest a bit forwards, and you can tip forwards, offering compression again. I'm sensing this in my left hip, but maybe you feel it somewhere else. And if you're wobbling, welcome to being a human being. It's okay. Wobbling is normal and in fact useful. It tells us where we're learning something new. As we inhale, hands up, foot down. As you exhale, bring your hands all the way down. Step your feet tight together, toes and heels touch. As you inhale, bring your arms overhead and sit as you exhale into the chair. Knees squeezing firmly towards one another. A little bit more of a twist here. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, left hand outside your right knee, right hand to your low back. Keep your knees square. So in other words, don't let your right hip drag back as you look over your right shoulder. So twist your low back, your rib cage, your shoulder. Look over your right shoulder. Breathe calmly. And then inhale, stand all the way up. Hands up, and exhale, sit down again. Find your breath. And then we twist to the left this time. So right hand outside your left knee, left hand to low back. Get long. Twist. Maybe hear a few snap, crack, pops as you do that. Waking up the spine. Nice. Have a breath or two. And then inhale, stand all the way up. And exhale, let your hands come down. Moving into a few lunges here. Come to the top of your mat. I'll try facing towards you. We'll see if you can see what's up here. Inhale, hands all the way overhead, and exhale, dive all the way forwards. As you inhale, lengthen, about half lift. And as you exhale, take your right leg back, a long step, right toes tucked, and drop your right knee down to the mat. Keep your toes at the back tucked though here. From here, one hand, the other hand onto your left knee. And it feels like you're drawing your left hip back and right hip forwards, creating a sense of lift into the pelvis and up out of the pelvis. So nice and confident through your upper body here, lifting out of the pelvis and active in your low body. As you inhale, we'll bring your hands up overhead. Exhale to settle. Find a sense of calmness. And now hold on to your left wrist with your right hand. Get even taller and side bend over towards, wrong side. Hold on to your right wrist with your left hand. Reach up, go to the left. So trying to extend through that back leg here. So find the outer hip. Sometimes I get confused. Welcome. Find that extension. And then come back up. And now separate your hands and lean forwards as you lift your back knee. Find this leaning lunge. I'll show you from the side here, a leaning lunge. Leaning forwards, back toes tucked. As you inhale, bring your arms all the way overhead and drop your back knee just about onto the mat. And as you exhale, lean forwards, let your back legs straighten. Do that a couple times. Inhale, knee down, hands up. Exhale, lean. And again, inhale, knee down, hands up. And this time, if you like, as you exhale, bring your right knee up as you bring your arms down. Stay nicely lifted there. And then inhale, step back. And exhale, bring your hands to the mat, knee to the mat. Walk your hands back. Let your front toes lift and fold over top of that left leg. Half monkey stretch here. So feel a sense of engagement now through the back of that left leg. Nice and strong through your calf, your thigh, your everything. The entire leg nicely activated. And then gaze forwards and step forwards to a half lift. Exhale to fold, bend your knees. Inhale, rise all the way up, fill up, fill up, fill up, fill up. And exhale, wash your hands down. Staying nice and calm as we move from one posture to the next. As you inhale, bring your hands up. As you exhale, dive all the way forwards. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, now we take the left leg back, left toes tucked, left knee down. You can ragdoll yourself up, so one hand, the other hand to your right knee. Draw that right knee back. Feel the outer right hip engage. Lift out of your pelvis, and then hands all the way up overhead. Now this time, we'll hold on to your left wrist with your right hand. Reach up, side bend to the right. And find that extension through the outer left hip. Breath nice and calm. Face relaxed. As much as we want to grit our teeth and grin and bear it, it's not necessary. Then inhale, hands up, separated. And exhale, lean forwards, lift your back knee, flare your hands nice and wide. There's that leaning lunge again. From here, inhale your back knee just about to the mat, arms up. Exhale, lean, nice and slow and even and calm. Again, inhale. Exhale. And again, inhale. And this time on your exhale, if you like, bring that left knee up, hands down, chest nice and proud. You got it. Nice and strong here. And then inhale, foot back, hands up. And exhale, hands down, knee down. Walk your hands back. Right toes lift. Monkey stretch or half monkey. Dragging that right heel back towards you, engaging the calf, or I should say the thigh and the calf as you sit into this. And then slowly step forwards, come to a half lift, and then fold, bend your knees, relax your head, and another inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, wash your hands down. One more cleansing breath, nice big inhale. And a long exhale. Nicely done. From this place, we'll take our hands on our hips, bend your knees, and jump your feet apart. So you maybe jumped off the mat, or maybe you face the side of the mat. Either one works. Pivot on your right heel, send your right toes towards the front of the mat, bend your right knee, sinking down into the right knee. Keep your left foot nice and flat, pressing into even the outer edge of that left foot. And bring both arms up, parallel to the ground. And again, lifting up out of the pelvis. Warrior two, gazing out over that forward hand. Breath nice and calm, chin parallel to the ground. Again, inhabit the length of your body from feet to top of head. Inhabit the width of the body, hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, or hand to hand. And even the breadth of the body from the back to the front. Nice and full in all directions, nice and confident. Showing your true self here. Turn that right palm face up. Inhale your right hand up, your left hand to your back leg. Reach up and look up. And maybe take a little bit of a side bend, so getting more extension from your right hip up and over. Find your breath here, opening into your right rib cage. And then inhale, come back, warrior two. As you exhale, lean on your right knee, palm face up. Extend your left hand long, palm face down. Your gaze typically towards your extended hand. Maybe that's not comfortable, so do something else. Take your right hand towards the floor, but don't touch the floor. Instead, press your arm to your leg to your arm, and get nice and strong and long in all directions. Extended side angle. And then again, recalling warrior two. Inhale back to warrior two, and this time straighten your front leg. Initially square your pelvis up, and then we'll take your left hip back and right hip in, so the pelvis goes a little bit out of line. Reach strongly towards that front of the mat or the right foot, and then pivot into the hip crease. This is triangle pose. So arms are more or less perpendicular, bottom hand to top hand, looking up. That's more an aesthetic ideal than a functional one, but find that good sense of openness through your upper chest, whatever you're doing. And then let's inhale back up. Pivot on your right heel. Dive between your legs. Fold forwards. Let your head relax down. Give it a little shake. Let your knees be a little bit soft. Just letting everything integrate here for a moment or two. And then slowly ragdoll yourself back up. Hands to your hips. Pivot on your left heel. So toes point directly out. Bend your left knee. Lots of pressure into that right foot now, even the outer edge of the right foot pushing strongly into the mat. Torso erect, hands out either direction, and eventually even your gaze goes to the left. And we got this sense of confident embodiment, right? So full of ourselves, from feet to head, out to the sides, and front to back. All three cardinal planes, nice and full, nice and confident, nice and calm. Embodying that person that we know you are, bringing it to the fore. Take that left palm, face up. Inhale, left hand up, right hand to your back leg. Look up, reach up, stretch up. Exalted warrior. So find that exaltation, that what are you grateful for? I'm grateful for this breath. I'm grateful for this moment. I'm grateful for this body. Finding that sense of gratitude, thankfulness, and the exaltation. And then from here, come back, warrior two, lean on your left knee, left palm face up, right hand overhead, palm face down, gaze towards your right hand, and get a sense of pressure from your right foot all the way to the right hand. And an option here, drop your left hand down. Notice it's just your arm that's moving, nothing else. Left arm presses against your knee, knee presses against your arm, and you really radiate energy in all directions. Smile as well. And then inhale, come back up, warrior two. Straighten your front leg and migrating towards triangle pose, back hip or right hip pops up, left hip tilts in. So we're moving into that left hip crease, arms nice and long. And then we try to create the shape of a T with our torso all the way in. So we're not collapsing through the left side of the body. Just find that good sense of extension, bottom hand to top hand as you look up. Breathe nice and calmly, legs nice and active. And then come on back up, pivot on that left heel. Bend your knees quite a bit. Dive between your legs and then move a little bit side to side, getting a little inner thigh extension as we fold forward. So calming the nervous system here. Oh yeah, feels good. And then slowly from here, one hand, the other hand to your hips, rise up. Take a big inhale, a long exhale. A little bend in your knees. Find the balls of the big toes. Turn your heels in. Sink down. Temple pose. Bring your hands onto your knees. Arms nice and straight. Keep your arms straight. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, drop your right shoulder towards your left knee, keeping the arm nice and long, twisting the spine. Inhale up. Exhale, left shoulder towards right knee. Inhale up. Exhale, right shoulder to left. Inhale up. Exhale, left shoulder to right knee. Inhale up. Exhale, right to left. Inhale up, left to right. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, pause, and then straighten your legs, rise up, give it a little shiggle, a little bit of a shake. Nice. Bend your knees again. Palms face down this time, balancing out the energies here, moving energy in 6 directions. As you inhale, pull your hands up. As you exhale, push your hands away, feel your abdomen drawing in. As you inhale, draw your hands towards you. As you exhale, push your hands out to the sides. As you inhale, pull those hands in. And as you exhale, push your hands down as you straighten your legs. 2 times more, inhaling to sit. Exhaling to push. Inhaling to draw in all those good energies. Exhale to push out to the side, making space for ourselves. Inhale, collecting in all the good stuff. And exhale, integrating it as we straighten our legs. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, straighten. Nicely done. Hands on your hips, square up your toes, bend your knees, jump your feet together, and go side to side a couple times, just like when we began the class, finding a sense of softness in your spine, in your mind, easefulness, embodying ourselves here. That's what it's all about. Landing into this body of ours, not just this head. And then let's just pause and find our center again. Tree pose. For tree pose, turn your right toes out to the side a bit. And what that does is it opens your right hip, and then place your right ankle somewhere for you. It could be against your right heel against your ankle, your calf, your knee, your upper thigh, wherever it is. And press your leg to your foot to your leg. Find that rooted quality in your left foot, and then energy rises from your foot to your pelvis to your heart, and then from your heart up to the heavens, and just integrate in here. Find a sense of softness. Maybe you're wobbling a little bit. That's okay too. Trying to find that rooted, calm, tall, expansive presence. Even here, finding your balance. Nice big inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, knee forwards. And exhale, foot down. A lot of times in our life, it's not A or B, it's A and B. How do you find the balance between all of those darn priorities you've got? Root into your right foot, turn your left foot open, and then place your left foot wherever you're going to place it. Good sense of pressure and connection between your foot and your leg, and then a sense of energy from the earth to your heart, and the heart to the heavens. Nice and expansive. And again, finding balance, embodying balance, even though it's challenging, generally, you can do this. So embodying balance in your life, embodying balance in your body. Lovely. Take a big inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale your knee forwards and exhale. Bring your foot down. Give it a little shake. And then we'll step towards the back of your mat. Take a big inhale. A long exhale as you dive all the way forwards. Walk your hands up the mat towards the plank pose. So this is feet together, inner thighs squeezing. Push away from the ground, nice and strong. Find that sense of resisting the pull of gravity. And then from here, drop your knees down, flatten out your feet. And then as your elbows flare a little bit, your torso comes down, chest comes down, but hands stay right where they are. Just keep your hands where they are. And inhale into cobra. So root your pelvis down, send your heart forwards, and start to squeeze your elbows towards your ribs. This will present your heart more forwards. Cobra. Exhale to come down. And do that again. Inhale, come up. And as you exhale, look over your right shoulder. Left shoulder drops. Inhale, center. Exhale, look left. Right shoulder drops. Oh yeah, wake up your spine. Inhale, center. And exhale, lie down, overlap your hands, flare your elbows, place your forehead on your hands, and let your feet flop open. Find your breath. Nice, slow, rhythmic breath here. And then spine strengthening. Take your Palms face down beside your bum, your arms nice and straight, chin on the mat, feet nicely together. Inhale, lift your torso, your face off the mat. Keep your neck nice and long. Lift your feet off the mat, squeeze your legs together, lift your hands off the mat. Flying, see if you can get a little bit more lift with an inhale, and when you exhale, try to sustain the place that you've created. One more time, nice big inhale, long exhale, and then on your next exhale, come on back down, hands by your shoulders, push up to your knees, take your knees fairly wide, and then slide back between your knees. Child's pose. Bring your head down to the mat. Let your elbows rest down as well. Take a few breaths here, sinking into our hip creases. Maybe a little bit of movement might feel nice to you. Let yourself do that. Nice. And then slowly, slowly come on back up onto your hands and knees. This time, get your shins parallel to one another. So knees underneath hips, feet in line with your knees. Twisting child. Keep your left hand down. Inhale your right hand up. And exhale, swoop your right hand underneath your left shoulder. Palm face up, shoulder down, cheek down. Make sure your knees are wide enough. And then you can take that left hand either forwards up on your fingertips, maybe around your back, or maybe you swoop it up towards the ceiling, slowly opening your upper torso even more into a twist. Many ways to approach this. Twisting the spine, compressing our shoulder a little bit. Nice. Left hand down beside your face. Press with your left hand. Inhale your right hand all the way up to the ceiling. Look up. And exhale, bring your right hand down. So make sure your knees are wide enough for stability here. As you inhale, left arm up. Exhale, swoop your left arm underneath your right shoulder. Palm face up, shoulder down, cheek down. And then right hand can go forwards. Could wrap around, or it could go up to the ceiling, stretching up. Find that additional twist of the spine. Oh yeah. Nice calm breathing. And then right hand down. Inhale, press, left hand up. Exhale, left hand down. Keep your knees wide. Child's pose again. Sinking in, forehead down. Find a few breaths. And then slowly sit up towards the back of your mat. As soon as you sit up, swing your legs out front and position your bum roughly in the middle of your mat. Knees bent, feet together. Place your hands behind your knees. Lift your heart. Lean back until your feet float off the mat. This is the dreaded boat pose. Squeeze your knees in towards one another. Keep your chest nice and proud at all times. And then option to release your hands. Option to lift your legs so that they're parallel to the ground or even straight. Boat pose. Nice proud heart. Embodying even this strength, this determination here. A little shaking, probably normal. And then slowly draw your knees in. Lie down, give yourself a good squeeze. Squeeze those knees in. Squeeze even more firmly. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then drop your feet to the mat with your knees bent. And flip-flop your legs side to side a few times, releasing any tension in your outer hips. I certainly noticed that. Those darn hip flexors. Gotta keep working them. Side to side, side to side. Bridge pose. Walk your feet in until you can just touch your heels with your fingertips. And then bend your arms so that your elbows are pressing into the mat and your palms facing one another, also known as robot arms. And then press with your feet and your elbows, lift your bum up off the mat. I like to press with my feet so it feels like I'm pressing my upper back away from me, spreading the upper back even wider as you lift your hips up. Keeping your inner thighs roughly parallel so knees aren't flopping out. Press with your elbows, press with your feet. Nice sense of structure through the torso. Get a good sense of extension. Press. And then slowly let your spine come down. Let your hands relax down and flip-flop your knees a couple times, side to side. Reclining figure 4. Take your hands and put them on your belly. We're just going to take your hands out the way initially here. Take your right ankle on top of your left knee, just like we did when we began the practice here. And then walk your left foot in. Lift your left foot from the ground. Still hands stay out the way. And try to press your left knee towards your torso as you press your right knee away from you. So left towards you, right away from you. Find a sense of strength there. And then left hand behind left thigh, right hand to right knee. Pull with your left hand, push with the right hand. Notice if you got a little extra depth there, maybe, maybe not. And then fire up all the muscles around your hips and your legs. And without letting your legs move, release your hands. Sustain that for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then on 1, release both feet down to the mat. And flip-flop your knees side to side. Same thing on the other side. Keep your hands out the way. Take your left ankle on top of the right knee. Walk your right foot in. Lift your right foot from the ground. Legs bent maybe 90 degrees or so. Hands are still out the way. Draw your right knee towards you, left knee away from you. Actively, so strongly. Find that activation through the hips here. And then noticing where you've got to use the hands for a bit of assist. Right hand pulls your right leg in, left hand pushes your left knee away from you. Notice where you get to and then fire up all the muscles again around your hips and see if when you release your hands you can sustain this additional position for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then on 1 foot down, the other foot down, flip-flop your knees side to side. Releasing tension in our outer hips. Nice. From here, dead bug. Both legs up, both arms up. Knees nicely bent, arms bent. Rotate your wrists and your ankles one direction. Full perimeter of movement, the other direction. And then squeeze and pump your hands into fists, so spread your fingers. And hands squeeze, same with your toes, spread your toes, squeeze your toes, and then shake your wrists, shake your ankles, shake it off. And then both feet come down. Take a breath or two here, hands down. Move towards our twists. I like to keep my feet and knees together. Shift your hips a little bit to the left as your knees drop over to the right, and then send your left hand out to the side, gazing to the left. You can use your right hand to hold your knees down, or you can hook your legs together, whatever works for you, or wedge something between your knees. Try to find a place of repose, of easeful relaxation. Breath nice and calm. Let everything slow down. Relax into your face, into your arms, your legs, your torso. Yum. And then unwind. Come back onto your back. Square up your pelvis. Arms come in. Reflect for a moment. And then shift your hips a little bit to the right. Your knees will drop to the left. And your right arm will extend. Gaze to the right. Maybe your left hand holds the knees down. Spine twist. Nice, slow, easy breathing. Hopefully we've dissipated any kind of agitation that you might be experiencing in body or mind. Movement helps to kind of get us back into the body and to let the body move through all of its various grips and holds and traumas. So hopefully you're feeling a bit more present, a bit more calm. And then unwind, extend your legs long, let your feet flop open, and bring your hands beside the side of your body, palms face up, little tuck of your chin, and then take a big inhale. And a long exhale, Savasana. And here, as you rest on your back, bring an awareness, bring your attention to the tip of your nose. Feeling that nice sense of cool air as you inhale. And subtle warmth as you exhale. Let your breath rate slow down, so allowing your breath to come very easily and fully and slowly. And trying to allow both nostrils to feel roughly equally open. So if one side feels a little more stuck than the other, pay attention to that stuck side and let things open from there. Again, maybe place one hand or both hands on your low abdomen. Again, reconnect with what it is that you care about most deeply. And sending a little love, attention to that thing, that person, that caring quality. And from here, a nice big inhale. And a long exhale, sigh. And thank you so much, my friends, for sharing this space and sharing your practice with one another. So great to have you here today. Namaste. I'll stay online here for a few minutes. Oh, it's Savarna. Sorry, I thought it said C2. Hello, Savarna. I can't see that far with my bifocals. Dear. So as always, if you found some kind of value, benefit from that practice, donations certainly gladly accepted. I have been recording this session, and we'll make that available through other channels. So you can look for that on your own. Let's see. So next week, I'm heading away this weekend. I'm teaching a seminar in Tofino. Thank you, Louisa. I really appreciate it. So teaching a yoga therapy seminar in Tofino, BC, and I won't be back for Tuesday. I won't be back till Wednesday, so I'm probably not going to have time to offer a class next week, but I will be back in a couple of weeks from now. Thank you, Louisa. Really appreciate you being here. That's good. Okay. What you can do, Savarna, is there. If you look at my profile, I have a link tree, and you can go through to my link tree. So Linktree/Guy Friswell. And I have a donation button there. So if you donate through the platform, I get about 50% of the donations. If you donate through Linktree, I get about 90% of the donations. It's a choice you can make. I really appreciate that, though. So I will see you in a couple of weeks, and you can look for this class online. I'll be hopefully editing it today. And take good care. Big love to all of you.